Hello YouTube! KS Farm presents The Channel Needs a Shop. Okay, the before, part 1. Now, this is a tiny little shed in the back of my property. Right now it's mostly storage, full of just random stuff. Okay, it doesn't have any electricity. I have to run an extension cord out right now. Doesn't have any heat, insulation, anything. It's got a nice workbench, and most of my tools and just random stuff are stored in here right now. Okay, this is outside the shop the next day. We can take a look inside and just see how cluttered everything is. Okay, not a very good place to work right now. Just full of stuff. Now, tiny workshop like tiny house. So eventually I'm gonna build a giant barn and workshop on the other end of our property, but for right now, I'm gonna use what I have, this tiny space. But I thought it would be an interesting project to see if I can consolidate everything and just work in a very efficient and close space, kind of the same principle that people really get into the tiny houses. Just get down to the bare minimum of what's needed and get everything really efficient and productive. Like I said, this is a 14 by 18 foot space, so for a shop it's super small, but a lot of guys use what they have, and so this isn't that uncommon. So here we have a fast forward. This is me taking just about everything out of the shop. You can see it's just full of random things just being stored, junk. Here we are back inside. You can see the pretty sturdy workbench that I built with 2x6s and 4x4 legs. Going through, putting all the tools back away right now. Craftsman toolbox, I got a bottom to that. I'm going to end up putting that to the side of the workbench. Right now I'm actually still taking things out too. I'm using a couple of random toolboxes that I have just to put everything together. You can see that vise on the end, that small vise. I've got a much nicer one, but that one's broken, and I'd like to do a repair of that in a future video. I'm putting some stuff overhead, some wood stored up overhead, and then we can see the following night where we're at. It's definitely less cluttered. Okay, and then the next day I put some caulk in the gaps in the door to help insulate. But we're back to a little bit more clutter because everything I had taken out I had to bring back in. So it's better, but still a work in progress. I guess